Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ishani. I'm 23. I'm a recent graduate, and I'm extremely underqualified to be giving this talk, so we'll just see how it goes. When I was offered to give a TEDx talk, it was like a dream come true. I've always wondered what I would say if I was given the opportunity. It's kind of like the speech we prepare, in case we win an award. But when it came down to writing it, I had no idea what I wanted to say. I was confused. So I decided that the only unassuming and the most honest route I could do was tell you about my life and the one thing I've learned from it. My first memory was when I was in kindergarten and my teacher asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I had no answer. When I was 5 years old, I had thought hard and long. I walked up to my mother and I said I want to be a nurse. Why? Because I thought nurses gave the scalpel to the doctor in the operation room and handed cotton pads out to patients. That was my idea. As I grew up and I started learning more about life, I figured I wanted to be a doctor. I upgraded. Why? Because I thought doctors wear white lab coats, shine a torch in their patient's eye to blind them, and write, prescriptions that nobody but a chemist can understand. I was excited. I thought I'd do this. Again, I kept growing up. I started watching TV, I started watching movies, and I fell in love with the Indian Army. The thought of sacrificing for your country and doing something so noble brought me to tears. But I also wanted to be a doctor, and I also wanted the illegible handwriting and the stethoscope and the blinding torch. So then I decided I'm going to combine both of them and be a doctor in the army. I was overestimating my abilities in every respect of life, but I was excited and I was, idealistic. When I was in 11th standard, I was fortunate enough to be part of a team of young girls who went on to win the first prize globally in NASA Ames Space Settlement Design Contest. We were invited to Los Angeles, thank you, and I was part of the conference over there, and I fell in love with astrobiology, and I decided I'm going to change my mind again, and now I'm going to be a researcher. My lovely parents supported my weird, wacky ideas of setting up colonies on Mars and, figuring out life in space and everything. So with a lot of hard work and applications, I got into Florida Institute of Technology on a scholarship, and I went off to live my life with 10 kgs of Maggie and khakra and a big bag of hopes and dreams. Once I reached there, I got in touch with the management side of life, and I fell in love with that. I started volunteering at the same conference that had brought me there, and I decided that, maybe I don't want to do astrobiology, maybe I want to do management. So I changed my mind again. I was contemplating whether I should do biotech, should I stick with astro, should I go to management? And then life threw the biggest curveball at me. While I was on holiday in India, I was diagnosed with necrotizing pancreatitis. That's a disease with an 86% mortality rate. And I was rushed to the hospital. I was in the hospital for 5 months. I was recovering for 7 months. And I was thinking about what to do with my life going forward. I then decided to change my mind again. I thought I want to pursue physiotherapy. I want to help people the way I was helped by so many. And I started discovering that path. But when it came to choosing an actual degree to get into, I chose blended biosciences because it was the closest to what I was doing before. And I had changed my mind again about what I wanted to do. Over the years, in my last year of education, I joined National Institute of Virology as an intern. I interned there for 6 months, and I started teaching at home. I fell in love with teaching. I remember the time I spent in the school for blind boys in Pune, and the time I spent in the US helping my friends and teaching everyone. And I just loved it. So I changed my mind again, and I decided I wanted to get in the education field. I applied for a Teach for India fellow, but before I did that, I got into the corporate life. I got into an ed tech company, and I worked there for 3 months, and I hated it. So I quit, and I applied for the fellowship, and I got in, and that starts next year. So hopefully I don't change my mind till then. I'm still thinking of pursuing my dual masters in life sciences and MBA in Harvard. That's a dream, but it might change again. I don't know. So what have I learned in the 23 years of my life? I've learned that it's okay to be confused. Life is unpredictable, and every turn, everything that happens happens in your life, it changes you as a person. So changing your goals is fine. I think that the only thing we need to do is embrace challenges as opportunities, learn ourselves, and work hard, and then, it'll work, the life will work out, even if we feel like it's not going to right now. So if anyone else is confused, join the club with me. It's all right. What I've learned is that there is no answer to what do you want to be when you grow up. I've changed the answer 8 times. I've grown up and changed the answer. I might change the answer again. The wonderful thing about life is this question paper is mine, the answer is mine, and you know what? I'm grading it myself, so it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I need to be happy with myself.